You know, something was on my mind about stories that hadn't been recapped on. And I was talking about since the election is over, we got a new sheriff and everything. And he said he had something to say if he go to jail. But who went over and got the death serum from the cartel that time? Nobody ever said anything else about that. But y'all told the whole city what happened when the guy wiggled for 3 or 4 hours, and what y'all got was so much cheaper than the regular serum. Nobody said who did it or went to jail, on that one. What about the lady that was at Jack in the Box? I keep saying Wendy's, but it was Jack in the Box, eating a hamburger, talking about she could get this lady some organs, baby organs. Now, what you have to tell the lady, that lady had to be a surgeon, for one. She had to be high up on the medical field and know how to do an operation to get that organ and transplant it into another person. She had that type of temperament. And whatever happened to her? Now she could be one of those children's hospital, the one that y'all get donations for, the original donations from Danny Thomas, Jerry Lewis, Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra. Those people that used to get donations for children hospitals to be free. That lady is working at one of those. Talking about children, baby organs. She's gonna kill one of them kids, or tell the mother that the kid wouldn't make it when the kid could make it, to sell that organ to the lady that was giving her an interview, which she didn't know it was an interview. She thought it was a customer at Jack in the Box right across from the VA. The worst, and she was so arrogant to go to a restaurant right across from the VA. Is that their meeting place for organ donations? Wendy's is Phoenix VA discuss over the table about veterans that won't be missed, about their heart transplants or something, and Jack in the Box is about the children's baby organs meeting place, because that's some balls right there, especially when medical people come in and out of that place, and patients. They've got just as smart as the doctor by hearing different phrases of some bullshit. But isn't that something? Nothing ever happened to that lady. She's gone back to work, probably at Children's Memorial or something. She's a Dr. Vorkian, a lady Dr. Vorkian, killing kids. Because ain't nobody said nothing else about that story up here. Didn't say the lady went to jail or nothing. Wow. And that's been since, that was in 2013. And that lady been working from 2013 until now, wherever she working, because she hadn't went to jail and they haven't recapped on the story. Ain't that something? So it is really a circus up here. There's clowns and knife throwers, backstabbers. People shot out of a cannon, or the cannon shot them, or something ran over them. We don't know if it was an elephant or a car. And it's just all kind of shit going on in Phoenix with the big top. Aliens. We got aliens too. I'm not talking about illegal aliens. I'm talking about real aliens that try to run the city. That we see these strange lights sometime in the sky. And some of these satellites from the space junk, when they start falling on different other satellites, we ain't gonna have no communication neither, because it's gonna be a domino effect. And some lady gonna be saying, just like on the Patriot, oh, look at those fireworks, but it's a ship blowing up, but it's the world catching a fire from all the unused satellites and Star Wars and all kind of other shit up there that's gonna be knocked into just from a micrometeor or something. Stars everything. Arrogant bastards at NASA. That's their stuff they tried to sweep under the rug, all that space junk, but they didn't know where to put it. So they figured that we wasn't going to even know what it was or what effect it would have if it started hitting other satellites and knocking the communication out. They figure those, every time they go up there, they set something back in its rotation so it won't hit something a year later. It's getting kind of crowded up there. And the only place that's not so congested is the North and South Pole, I believe, but it's concentrated in the middle. But if one hits one, it goes all type of directions and still stay in the gravitational pull of the Earth. So we can't even get out to fix that shit once it started bumping into everything to put more communication satellites up. Because as soon as you put it up, you never know the direction all the other space junk is going now, since it got blowed up and blowed apart and knocked out of its orbit. So you can't put something up there because you have to map everything out again, and it takes years and years and years for you to wonder where each piece is gonna go around the world and end up. So you can't put nothing out there. It brings us back down to Stone Age. There never should have been any kind of communication out there anyway. And you talking about going to junk up Mars? Martians gonna whoop y'all ass if you can get there. Got all that shit floating around our Earth. Nobody wants you to come there. The only other place that man could go is probably the moon for a short period of time. See, you get retarded as long as you're out there. Your intelligence breaks down and you get slow, and your bone mass and your different things that gravity holds in place or pulls out of place is what you need. So when you're in a gravitational, no gravity, you don't have to exert no pressure, you know, like walking and different things. I know y'all love that, previous slave owners. But the only thing, you start shrinking. Now, I don't know which his husband is up there with Gabby Giffords' husband or if it's the brother, but why you think he's staying up there that long? He's trying to get away from his wife. But he's smaller. He an inch smaller than his brother. Inch shorter, I believe, now. It's a lot of... You can't go into space and go to Mars like you're thinking with the knowledge that you have. Like I was saying, it had to be something like a black hole and a white hole. Well, y'all like colors, so black hole on one side, white hole on the other side. You go through the middle of it, a half an inch thick glass, which you separate your spirit from your body, and you are over there in spirit form. But the only thing, you feel the same and everything, you just don't have your body. So then now you go onto another plane where you're just floating around, and after you get your bearings and stuff, you make your own body or whatever, or you stay like that. But you can't go from one plane to the next unless you can separate your spirit from your atoms, your body. That's the only way you can travel in space. It is too crude and prehistoric to think that you can take a ship, a rocket ship, burning energy to get you to somewhere so far. You need to really be exploring the oceans and the trench and stuff like that. I'll let you know how to get to space and how to do space travel. But y'all looking in the wrong direction, and that's the way you probably were meant to be. Only the secret will be revealed with certain people and at a certain time. But you bumble and stumble around burning fossil fuels trying to get to somewhere that's light years away. You're just playing with your weenie. It's not how you space travel. The secret of that is in the bottom of the ocean. NASA.